Did you know that less than 10% of women are Bravo women? The rest are either alphas or Charlies? Which one are you? Find out in the powder room. Hi, Elle here, and welcome to the powder room. So today's topic will be reviewing the different types of male and female personalities that are out there and how they relate to relationships and how they go about finding a partner or a mate. And I like to use the phonetic alphabet by calling them alphas, bravos, and charlies. And this is slightly different than what you currently might find other people discuss. A lot of times you just hear reference to alpha males, alpha females, and then your betas. So my terminology is slightly different. I think it's a bit more encompassing of different personalities you find out there. So what is an alpha female? This actually sounds like a category where you would want to be, because alpha sounds like you're naturally referring to a leader and somebody who's very assertive. Well, okay, but there's more to that package, right? So the alpha female is the independent woman. I can do it myself. In fact, I don't really need a man. I can pay my own way. If you're out on a date with an alpha female, she may insist on paying or going Dutch, paying her way, or she might even offer to pay the entire bill. She ends up taking on a very masculine role, right? The whole paying and I can do it myself is very masculine. Maybe she doesn't even look as masculine or as feminine. Maybe she wears less makeup or isn't very what we call girly. She may not be in a dress or heels because her attitude is, well, they should just accept me for who I am and I'm comfortable this way, so if I like it, should be good enough for you. So that's kind of the attitude they take. They might often refer to themselves as a feminist and talk about equality, that they're looking for equality among the men and women, but they're really not looking for equal. They're really wanting to put themselves a little bit higher. You'll hear them make remarks about women are smarter, or women are better multitaskers, and they'll find little ways to denigrate the male. And that really doesn't help relationships, and it certainly doesn't help our society in building up our men to be good providers and protectors of their home, something that they really should be proud of and want to nurture. So they take that away from men. They don't allow men to be men. They compete with them to not only take their position but one up them, and that doesn't help anybody. So that's kind of where your alpha female is. On the flip side is your Charlie girl. So sounds kind of cute, right? I think we all remember the old perfume from whenever it was, the 70s or 80s. But again, your Charlie girl is very much like Charlie the Tuna. If anybody remembers the old commercials, I think Charlie the Tuna came out in the 1960s, so he's been around for some 50 years. But Charlie the Tuna is the big tuna in the sea who desperately wants the Star-Kissed Tuna Company to pick him as their prime tuna, because certainly he thinks he's all that and should be deserving of being in Star-Kissed Tuna. So the hook comes down, it says Star-Kissed on it, and he thinks they're choosing me, but then the hook gets snatched away, and instead the hook comes back down with a sign reading, "Sorry, Charlie." So he never gets chosen, and this is your Charlie girl. She's always hoping to be picked. She's so desperately seeking validation. She'll do things either verbally or physically to try and get herself noticed. This might be visible tattoos. This might be wearing clothes that's just too tight because she's hoping it will accentuate her figure and get noticed. But in the end, it's only causing a muffin top and, double boob and all that. It really doesn't end up looking attractive or certainly feminine. The jewelry or makeup may be excessive. Her voice may be perhaps a little bit too loud because she thinks if she's louder, she'll get noticed and people will hear her. But then on the flip side, she definitely shows her insecurities and low self-esteem by chasing after a guy. She might be the one calling him or texting him multiple times a day, and even expecting him to call and text back at least as many times. And when he doesn't, she almost becomes OCD about it and will, complain and text even more, and is always chasing that validation rather than just knowing herself that she's good enough. But she doesn't think she's good enough, and so she's always chasing it. She may also be the girl who gives up and has sex on the first date because she thinks that's how she'll hook him, or she'll wow him, or that's how she'll keep a man, or he'll definitely want to call after, sex on the first date, when maybe he doesn't even remember her name. Who knows? So that's your Charlie girl. But like the tuna, sorry Charlie, you may be good for a hookup, you may be good to pay a guy's bills, you may be good for sex, but a true long-term relationship, or certainly even marriage, that hook's getting pulled away. He's not picking you. And that brings us to the Bravo woman. And I do mean Bravo as in nicely done. You're a class act. Your Bravo woman truly is your feminine woman. Not only is she feminine, but she enjoys being feminine. And she is naturally attracted to a man who's very masculine. And by masculine men, I don't mean 6'3" and full of muscles. No, I mean a masculine man who is assertive, not aggressive. He's assertive, he knows what he wants, he has values, and he's also enjoying his role of being provider and protector for his wife, his woman, and his family. Because he knows that's what carries value. And because of that, he wants to do well in his job and his career, to create that income, to make sure that his wife and his offspring are well provided for, and that they continue to do well in their subsequent generations. So Bravo man and Bravo woman naturally fit together. He is the protector, provider, and she is the inspiration. She is the creativity. She essentially becomes his muse. Because of her, because she has high standards, value, looks the part, looks beautiful, cares for herself, cares for her appearance, will do her hair, makeup, nails. He wants to do better for her and be seen with her. He knows that when he goes out with her, people know that he has provided for her. And she looks that good because he cares for her. He wants that on his side, and he wants that inspiration from his Bravo woman. Now, some might say, are you sure you're not talking about a gold digger? Is a Bravo woman just looking for money? No, not at all. And unfortunately, this does get confused a lot of times. Just think of the term gold digger. If you think of a digger, that's somebody who's on their knees, getting dirty, desperately trying to find those nuggets and walk away with some dollars. And that is not at all what a Bravo woman is about. A Bravo woman doesn't resort to tactics where she has to get dirty. A gold digger might, lie or cheat and just find strategies and techniques to get money out of a guy. A Bravo woman, because she has high standards and because she exudes that, she doesn't dig for gold. She attracts it. She becomes a gold magnet. Men naturally want to please her. Men naturally know that she is a rare woman, and because of that, that's who they want. If a man truly values himself, and if he has high standards, he wants an equal woman of standards, and that is your Bravo woman. So she is never a gold digger. She never has to resort to that. She just is. And that is enough for a Bravo man. Okay, so that basically wraps it up. I'm going to go back to enjoying my tea. What am I enjoying today? It is Tea Forte's Green Mango Peach, which for the summertime is a very tasty tea. And if you like this hair, it's by Envy. It's the style Nadia in a color Toasted Sesame. All right, ladies, that's it for today's Powder Room. I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care. Ciao.